Welcome back, humor consumers, to the Life Happens, Laugh Anyway podcast. I'm comedian Tracy DeGraff.
And I'm Cathrine, co-host and bestie.
Welcome to the Pod Lab, co-host and bestie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to be here without my computer.
I know. We're working through some technical issues, as we always are. 4 years of technical issues, Cathrine.
Folks, yesterday was very frustrating, but we finally got a solution. So now Tracy is recording on her computer.
Which is a first, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Because we've been using Catherine's computer for 4 years, but she doesn't delete things, which I don't either. I never delete things.
You know what's funny, though?
But I don't even know how. They go into, I don't know, the ether. Yeah, what
on
about
my
your phone?
phone, I constantly delete things. Not necessarily text threads, although sometimes if I'm waiting in a waiting room,
Yeah.
I do. I'm like, delete. Or especially emails. I can't stand it when there's a lot of emails.
You're just like my husband.
Yeah, so I do delete on my phone. I just don't do it on my computer.
Yeah, so anyway, we were running into issues with recording. We couldn't do it. So last week's recording, if you listened to it, it sounds a little wonky because we had to record off of the Podbean app.
Yeah.
And we couldn't use our wonderful Shure microphones that are, for sure, wonderful.
Right.
All right. Well, anyway, all that to say, that's nonsense because here we are, episode number 246. Today, friends, we're talking about kitchen remodeling.
Yay.
I know.
Come on now. Come to us for advice.
Cathrine just said, we pray before every episode, and Cathrine just said to me, I don't think people are tuning in for our advice and our wisdom. And I said, well, thank God for that, because...
We're going to share things, as you know, if you're a listener, a
tuner-inner.
Yeah.
A humor consumer.
Right. That's the word.
There we go.
Words. Anyway, we just like to entertain while giving you some quality information.
Right. You're just here
curated.
with us. You're here with us. You're two girlfriends.
Yeah.
You're two besties.
What was that?
No,
That's not me.
I know that's me. It's reminding me that I have to go to work today.
You need a reminder?
Yes.
Wow. Well, good for you.
Yeah, I need a reminder that it's Tuesday. And I have to show up for work.
That's hilarious.
I work 2 days a week.
You work at church.
I know.
Okay. That's okay.
Thanks, Kat. My bestie. She calls me names, by the way.
I did yesterday.
She called me a bad name.
It just came out. And it was before prayer.
I know
That's
it was.
what's so funny.
I know it was.
I don't even remember why I called you. You must have been, doing something.
She called me the name
childish.
that begins with an A and ends with a hole. She called me that.
In good humor.
Oh my gosh, it was so
funny. Like the candy bar or ice cream, whatever it is.
It was like Cathrine had reached her maximum saturation point and you couldn't put any more stuff in. And so out comes these words. I'm sorry to throw you under the bus, but out it came.
Hello, I am a Christian.
I know that's why it was so funny.
Who needs forgiveness?
Oh, you have it. You have the forgiveness. Sorry. Anyway.
We were just joking around. Though.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then
so funny.
I called you idiot. So then we're going back and forth.
And I think poor Wendy, our friend Wendy, she's like, what? Should I swear too?
We have a prayer group. This was before we prayed.
Yeah, she did look a little surprised.
But then she was laughing really hard.
She was.
Anyway. All right, let's move on. We're talking about kitchen remodels. Before we get into this, Cathrine, explain to people who have not tuned in, like if they've stumbled upon this for the first time,
yes,
tell them our silliness and what we're doing here.
Yeah,
just give them an intro.
Well, Tracy is a comedian, and when the pandemic happened, her manager said, you need to do a podcast.
Pronto. He said ASAP.
Yeah. Somehow she got me involved.
Yeah, because I can't talk to myself.
Yes,
I would look mental.
Talk to yourself. There's many successful people that have their own podcast. But anyway, here I am. And we just try to pick topics that we think women approximately our age would, enjoy
and they care
be
about it.
Entertained.
Right.
Well, care about. I don't know. Some of the stuff, I don't know. But
women care about their kitchens, Catherine. It's the heart of the home.
That is true.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that
in this topic.
Yeah. And then, okay, so now tell people how they can support us.
They can go to Life Happens, Laugh Anyway podcast.com, and then you can give generously by just, you'll be taken to Tracy's website, and then you'll see right away the prompts where you can donate. And that, honestly, folks, it does help us.
100%.
We pay for a platform that, every month. And then we've had to have an upgrade on our equipment, and we obviously are not professional. So we're trying to get, there.
We are getting there. We are making progress. So thank you to all of our humor contributors, because that's what you cross over. You go from humor consumer to humor contributor. Mm-hmm. And today we actually have a little tip from one of our sponsors that we're going to share later. Okay. All right. So let's get into the episode. Episode number 246, Kitchen Remodeling Do's and Don'ts. Catherine and I just went through this in our homes.
Yes.
So I remodeled. I didn't do it. My husband did it.
Mm-hmm.
Our kitchen. I guess we started last summer. When did we start?
Yeah.
Something like that. And so now it's all done. And Catherine just finished hers.
Yeah.
So we wanted to share with you kind of the pros and cons of those experiences so that you could learn from our mistakes as well as from our not mistakes, the things we did right. Then we also thought that we would tap into our sponsor, Cathrine. Cathrine Stye is our friend and one of our sponsors. She lives in Minnesota now, but she used to live in Illinois, and we all worked together a long time ago.
We had a ball.
We had so much fun together, and Cathrine and her husband moved, I guess, back to Minnesota, right? Because weren't they from there originally, and then they moved here for work or something and raised their 5 kids, and then the kids were all kind of grown and flown. And they moved back to sort of help with aging parents and such.
Well, and his work called him back there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot that part.
Yeah.
Well, they bought a house that needed a kitchen renovation. And so we tapped into Cathrine yesterday and said, hey, what would be a tip that you would give? Because we know she's listening.
Yes.
Hi, Cathrine. And so anyway, we're going to talk about that. And then Cathrine found some do's and don'ts from the interwebs. Because there's lots of things you can find out 80? There. Yes, almost. I'm almost 60, Catherine.
That's not 80.
That's close to 80. I mean, it's only 20 years away from 80. Do you know how fast 20 years? Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
All right. As always, we have a scripture to share, and you wouldn't think that I'm almost 60. The way that I giggle like a 12-year-old when you called me a name.
Yes. Right.
Anyway. As usual, we always have a scripture to share at the end because we want to point you to the Lord and to the source of our faith, which is the Bible, and then a call to action. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get into it, Cathrine. Let's start out with you sharing your pros and cons from your own experience remodeling your own kitchen.
Yeah, I would say first and foremost, if you have to get new appliances, I would absolutely invest in Consumer Reports. I am a huge advocate of doing research first and seeing what Consumer Reports has to say about it. And if you sign, and by the way, they're not sponsoring us. I'm just saying.
Duh.
Yeah. I did pay for it. It is so worth it. I look into all the ratings and all the everything. So I did that we had to get a new cooking range. And so I had an idea of what I wanted, and I just punched it in, and then Consumer Reports has their not only their star rating, but then it just covers everything from baking space to
what brand range did you get?
Oh, dang it. Actually, GE.
Okay.
I wouldn't have thought that GE would have had such high rating, but it did.
Now, tell them about your range. Tell them about the features and why you had that space issue that I know about, but let them know what it solved.
Well, I'll segue into that in a moment. My next thing that I would recommend, and I'm surprised I didn't see this on the lists that I pulled up, is even though Kenny and I or nobody, thank God, in our family has a wheelchair or walker, I did think about how, because of my mom when she was staying with us, she didn't have a walker, but I did always think, oh my goodness, you need to have space in your kitchen for wheelchair walker access. You need to be able to have at least, get around. And so when Kenny and I were figuring out where we were going to put our kitchen island and how big it was, I had said, we got to make sure there's enough space for a walker in the event anyone ever has one.
Right.
And so Kenny and I were kind of back and forth on where to put this island. He wanted it pushed for more toward where our living area was. And I was like, no, I definitely don't want that. And he was concerned that if we pushed it more toward where the oven was, the oven door wouldn't have enough room to open up.
Right.
And, it'd be just awkward there. Well, I said, behold, there are
I
ovens.
have a solution.
Yes. With 2 doors for the range kind. And I wanted that anyway, so that I can just have like the top oven door is... It's enough. I mean, it's just the 2 of us most of the time.
Right. So you can cook stuff in there for just you guys.
Yeah. As long as it has, enough space for a big roaster or, whatever. So anyway, the range has 2 doors.
Yeah.
And that makes them smaller than one big door. So, but there's still room for if somebody had a wheelchair in between the island.
The other nice thing about that, which I don't have because my range has just 1 door. So the inside of my oven is all one temperature.
Right.
And if you're cooking 2 things that have 2 different temperatures, you can do that with yours. So
exactly. I know it was nice in our old house, which was a new house when we had it. We had a wall oven, and it was a double door or a double oven. But anyway, it's nice to have a range top that has that option.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right, very good. What else you got there?
Okay. We had a budget first. We knew exactly what we had to work with, and we did go over it, but at least we knew the perimeters and the bigger, more expensive things fit in that. I mean, we ended up having more electrical. Kenny redid all the wiring. Our house that we have is very old. So, it was a matter of we almost had to remodel the kitchen. Yeah. It was very inefficient. And every single time you opened a drawer, little wood sawdust would fall into the drawer under it because these cabinets were... somebody made them and they were built in to the walls and everything. So
when was your house built?
Well,
the 70s?
It's not on official record, but according to like the Village, they think 1960.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a long time for cabinets from 1960 to 2025. You're gonna have some bits.
Yeah, and then the corner cabinets were like, I called them the Never Never Land. You can never find what you need in there because like the bottom one, I had to crawl in there, get a flashlight, to see the stuff that's I don't use as much, but I need it here and there.
Right.
Yeah, and it was just hard.
Yeah,
it was just awkward.
Yeah, and now it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now it's transformed.
And convenient and all that. So, those were my 3 main things.
The budget.
Mm-hmm. Wheelchair walker access. Like, think about that.
Right.
Because in the future, you never know. Or even just a guest in the home or resale. And then I highly recommend Consumer Reports.
Yeah, very good. Now, Consumer Reports, how much do you pay for that? Or like it's
only I think it's $35 a month, or I'm sorry, a year.
For the year?
I think.
Which is worth it.
Well worth it.
If you're doing a big project that costs a lot of money, it's well worth it to spend $35 on advice.
Yeah, and I heard once you want all your appliances to match in terms of brand and for resale value. Somebody told me that a long time ago, but ours don't. But I don't care. I want, like the best dishwasher or the best. And when I say best, I don't mean that it has to be flashy, just in terms of longevity.
Right. All the things.
Yeah. And I definitely like a quiet dishwasher.
Do you know what? I feel like when people are going to buy a house, okay, they don't look at, are all the appliances the same brand? I think I would notice if the appliances were all different colors.
Right.
But brand, no. We bought this house and I didn't even realize there was no dishwasher in the house. I'm like, oh, wait, I have to wash dishes by hand. Okay. But I fell in love with the house.
Yeah.
I loved the house. So anyway. All right. Anything else to share from your experience?
No, the rest I'm getting from a different source.
Okay. So let me share from my experience. And by the way, our two guys, Ron and Kenny, our husbands, they do a lot of the work themselves. Kenny does almost all of it himself. Ron does too, but there's some things that Ron just isn't comfortable doing. And so like electrical, thank God he doesn't do that because I don't know what would happen.
Yeah.
But so we have that blessing, that added blessing that they...
Saves a lot of money.
Yeah, it does. And they also have know-how of like the process.
For sure. Experience.
How it should go. So somebody else that doesn't have that benefit, you might have to work with a contractor who does the things that our husbands do, instead of you, if you don't have that skill. Which, by the way, I think this would be a good time to add in the little tip from Cathrine.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. So Cathrine
Hi, Cathrine.
Yeah, she did have a contractor because she was doing a major walls were coming
They changed
down.
knocked out walls or something.
Total update. And so they hired a contractor to do it. And her advice was, don't trust the contractor totally. Like just because the contractor is the expert, just know that you don't have to put all your eggs in that basket in terms of decisions.
Yeah, I'll say this too. Even though she didn't say this when we contacted her yesterday, I thought this was a great idea when they actually did it. I remember her telling us they were going away.
Yeah.
So they took a vacation
right
while all of this was going on. And actually, Kenny and I did that too when our floors were being done a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And we went away. And it was nice.
Oh.
If you can swing it, I would do that.
But her total renovation was not done while they were away. It was 14 weeks that it took for their total renovation. So they
weren't gone 14 weeks.
No.
But, I mean, they did go away for
a period of time.
Yeah.
We lived in our kitchen renovation the whole time. So
we did too.
It is a challenge with washing dishes and such when you don't have
yeah. When you don't have a sink.
Everything's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, that was hard.
All right. I'll give you the pros and cons of our kitchen renovation. Number one, I love our pantry. We did not have a pantry.
We didn't either.
We had a half bath. Our house was built in the 70s, and this bathroom had the original tile.
It was cool, though.
It was, and it was pink. It's still there, but now it's underneath the wallboard that my husband put over it.
Oh.
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't remove all that tile. That was a lot. That would have been a lot of work, So anyway, I was of the mindset that I don't want to touch that 70s bathroom. I loved it. We never used it because we had two other full bathrooms.
Yeah.
So
I used it sometimes.
Well,
but yeah.
Okay, so Cathrine used it sometimes. But no one else used it.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to let go of it. And it had an original cabinet, the little medicine cabinet with the little doors that slid, and it had a light and stuff. Anyway, Ron talked me into it. I absolutely love that he did that.
Yeah. I have a question
I was wrong. He was right. I'm saying it.
Yeah.
What?
Very
What's
good.
the question?
So remember the comedian type things you had in there when it was a bathroom? Did you have Laurel or Hardy?
Yep.
It's at the antique booth now. I know it was yours.
It's in my pantry.
Oh, is it?
100%.
Oh, okay.
It's hanging in the same spot that it was.
Okay, so you didn't give away.
No.
And
So you could look at it on your way out.
It's very, very similar.
Yeah. I love kind of quirky stuff like that. So it's still hanging in there.
Okay.
So I love my pantry because I love having space, to organize all that stuff. And there's plenty of light in there and shelves. It's beautiful. I love that we have a curtain instead of a door over the pantry because we had gone back and forth on that. I love my canisters. Those glass canisters.
Yes.
So I purchased glass canisters that close, with like a little metal hooky thing.
Yeah.
But the thing I didn't think about, and this is a mistake that I made, I didn't think about how narrow the neck was on these canisters.
Yeah.
And it's very tough to measure flour because you can barely get the scooper in there. And then you know how you have to tap it down with a knife and then scrape so it doesn't happen. So anyway, Cathrine just I'm over at her house, okay? And her daughter was there, Ellie. And Cathrine is giving away her canisters because she switched to a different type. Well, hers have the big fat wide mouth on it. Yeah. And I'm looking and she goes, "Would you like these two?" And she points to these two over here that say sugar and coffee. But I'm eyeing the big one that says flour. And she goes, "These over here are going with Ellie." And I'm like, oh yeah, the daughter does trump the best friend. So anyway, Cathrine gave me a big sugar canister and a big coffee canister. And then I did order the flour one from Anchor Hocking. I ordered it today.
Oh, good.
From Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool because they say they've got the flour on there and the sugar on there already. Yeah, it's cool.
So I was happy to take Catherine's leftovers. All right. I love my range as well. I have no gas in my house. There's no gas at all, well, except for human gas. So I have an electric oven, an electric cooktop. I absolutely love it. I wasn't sure that I would like it, but we got one that's called induction heat.
Right.
So you have to have special pans for that.
Yeah.
I love it. You can boil water in a fraction of the time.
Yeah.
So it did take a little bit of getting used to, but I absolutely love it. I love it for cleanup. There's no crevices. It's just one continuous flat surface.
Yeah.
And you just wipe it clean. I absolutely love that. Okay, I love having no cabinets, no, let me rephrase that. I love that our upper cabinets go all the way to the top of the ceiling.
Yeah, so that's what we have now. Oh, yeah, I would add that.
Yeah.
If you have a soffit, take it out and have the cabinet go all the way up.
Yeah, because even though you can't reach all the way up, you get a stool, you put stuff up there that you don't need that often.
Right. Like
but you do not need a soffit. Soffits were something of the past.
I know, right.
And you don't need that dead space. Remember we were talking about this?
Yeah, we were, yeah.
So we both built homes next door to each other like a number of years ago. And we had space between the cabinet and the ceiling. And you got to get up there and clean that.
Yeah. Oh, all kinds of stuff ends up there.
Oh, yeah, lots of dust. Okay, I love having just a few open shelves. I know that open shelving in kitchens, it's had its day and it's coming and going, but we added a couple of open shelves that I just adore.
They look great.
It's a nice balanced look. I like to change out the decor with the season, so I just had some pumpkins up there for fall, and now I'll put something Christmassy. I love my utensil holder.
Yeah.
And I actually use those utensils off of that open shelf, and I do clean it, every once in a while.
Yeah. When we had our shelves, that's where I had the canisters. They looked really nice up there. And by the way, that guy never got back to me.
Well, just try again.
I did. And so I ended up just ordering from somewhere else.
There you go.
Yeah.
What she's referring to is Facebook Marketplace, which actually is my next point about purchasing things from Facebook Marketplace. I was looking for floating shelves. And this guy in a town near us, he has a barn full of wood.
Yeah.
Like big, thick plank wood. And he'll cut it and then you pay a little bit. It was a fraction of the cost of what it was going to cost me to do these custom, like with a cabinet place. So just look on Facebook Marketplace for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, the counter stools that I got those from Marketplace. And one stool has a little rip in it. Nobody cares.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
See, she didn't even notice.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. But I love those stools. And they were,
nice.
Again, a fraction of the cost. And they look fine. Your kitchen is lived in. If you want to buy brand new stools and then you put the scuffs in them, fine. But if you can live with something that's been lived with by somebody else, then off you go. I love the U-shaped design of my kitchen.
Yeah, it's nice.
We went back and forth. I don't know if you remember, but Dave,
I do.
Dave and Angie were here, and Dave is a contractor, our friend, and we were all talking about it. And Angie actually kind of pushed me over the edge with the U-shape. Yeah. Because she was telling me how she's kind of had both, and she really liked that U-shape because it sort of keeps your family at bay. You know what I mean? It's like a barrier.
I remember her. Yeah.
Like, get out of here. This is my space.
Yeah.
I'm making something.
It's really nice. Yeah.
I actually love it. Okay. I love my coffee bar. I love having a designated coffee bar.
Yes.
Because I'm a big coffee fan, so are you.
Oh, yeah.
So it's so nice to have that.
I love my coffee bar.
Okay, I love the little corner grate thing that I bought from Amazon, that little triangle.
I want to get one of those.
They're so cheap.
Yes.
It's like less than $10, and it's like this little triangle that you put on the corner of your undermounted sink.
Yeah, like a small, like a rack.
Yeah, so you can put your sponge there or your soap for washing your hands or dry your rag or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot to say all the things that I like. I'm just
Go ahead.
I'm just going to add real
of
quick,
course.
too. So we had a farmhouse sink, but I wanted a different farmhouse sink that had a built-in divider in it. So I'm going to just say this. I would recommend that, too. If you want a farmhouse sink, great. But after having one for 2 or 3 years, whatever it was, I would highly recommend one with at least a 4-inch built-in divider, because when you only have a couple things to wash, sometimes I'm just washing a bone china teacup that I can't put, and I don't want to fill up the sink, so then I had a small gray tub in there, and that looks just like I got sick of looking at it.
Yeah, you just want to change it out.
So this sink, you definitely want to get a fired clay sink rather than an enamel with, the porcelain, or I think it's like a heavy steel with enamel over it. You're better with the durability of a fire clay. And this came with a ledge with a wood cutting board.
Oh, cool.
That fits on top of the sink, or like down just a little. Anyway, it's very convenient.
Speaking of sinks, the options, that's part of the hassle of doing a kitchen renovation.
Oh my gosh.
There's probably 500 different types of sinks that you can get.
Yeah, and it was very hard to find. I wanted a 60-40 split. You could get 70-30, 50-50.
See?
And I wanted the left side to be smaller than the right side. So I'm telling you,
You
it
are
was
so specific.
I am very specific. I am.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's the way I wash dishes, left to right.
Oh,
I went
right.
Oh yeah. Look at you. It matters.
It does. If it matters to you, it matters. And it's your kitchen sink. You spend a lot of time there.
Layout and functionality.
That's right. All right. So this corner grate thing is on Amazon, and it's awesome. It's just a little accessory, so get that. I love having plants in my kitchen.
Yeah.
I think that plants bring life to any room, so I love that. Plus, there's water in the kitchen, so they're easy to drown. I usually overwater my plants. I love the warmth of the floor of my kitchen.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That's another decision you got to make. I mean, you have to decide color. You have to decide texture. It all has to kind of coordinate.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if the floor was going to look good with the cabinets.
Right, because you have wood and wood.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I actually took a plank from the floor to the cabinet place and put it up against it and, tried to picture it. I love having a big space for my spices that is near the stove. So for me, it's a drawer. I have a big drawer that it's not like a custom made spice drawer. Like you can get those.
Yeah.
It's just a regular drawer that I put my spices in.
Yeah.
But I love having it near the stove because you need
highly
it.
recommend that.
You need your spices where you use them.
Right.
You don't need them off somewhere. Like they can't be in the pantry. They have to be near the stove.
Right.
Okay, I love my Samsung appliances. I bought all Samsung. I also bought the extra warranty. And I did this because when I went to I got them at Home Depot, okay? When I went there that day, I wasn't really planning on getting all the appliances, but there was Pam Tusak. I don't know if you know Pam.
I don't know.
But she's from Moni, the Green Garden area,
Yeah.
and her son and my son were good friends growing up. So there she was, and she's in charge of selling the appliances. And so I'm like, oh yeah, of course, yes.
I will do what you say.
I will. And I bought the extra warranty, partially because, of course, I trust her.
Yeah.
I know her, and I trust her. And she said the thing with appliances these days is they're meant to last like 5 years, which is pathetic. So anyway, I got the extra warranty. It wasn't that much money to do that. And she said it is a good value. So I did get that.
Okay.
I don't think I would have gotten it, though, if Ron was there. He doesn't buy all that stuff.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And it's just advice I heard one time.
Yeah, like that's a waste.
Yes, they make their money. That's how they make their money.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But, it's Pam. Thunder Mifflin, this is Pam. Okay, now the cons. Okay, oops, when we were installing, not we, but Ron and the guys, when they were installing the cabinets, okay, because they were doing it themselves, the cabinets just come in from a big truck and they're all there, and you got to put the trim pieces on and all that.
Right.
Well, there was this big panel that he didn't remember needed to go on the side of where my refrigerator is.
Yes.
And so everything else was already installed, and we had like one panel left over.
Oh.
And you couldn't retrofit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess just look at everything before you start installing and really kind of have a home for each part and whatever. One of the cons of the kitchen remodel is that we don't have an unlimited budget. Wah. You know, because at first when we were at the cabinet store, we were ordering all the things, all the bells, all the whistles, all the extras. And then we looked at the total and about had a heart attack. I don't remember what that number was now, but we decided to downgrade. So instead of getting, you know how they have like good, better, best cabinets or whatever? Yeah. Instead of getting the top of the line, we got the middle. Okay. So that brought it down quite a bit. And then we also looked at all the accessories that I wanted. Like I wanted these things where in the corners it pulls out.
Yeah, I like that too.
But it was so expensive. So I said, okay, I'll just go on a diet so that I can get myself back into that cabinet.
Well, but you have the Lazy Susan thing, right? It spins.
I do, but in the corner where that is, it's really tight because I have my dishwasher and I have my range. So I do have a couple of little things that I had to sacrifice in order for the budget. And that's just a fact of life. You know, we just had to stay true to that. So I don't have an unlimited budget. Therefore, I don't have all the bells and whistles. All right. Order extra flooring.
Yes.
Because you could run out.
That's right.
And we did run out.
Yeah.
I say we, but it's Ron. Ron put in every single plank of flooring in our whole house.
Yeah, it looks real nice.
And he's been doing it over the course of years because we do it one room at a time, and then we live in this construction zone. Anyway, he came up 4 boards short.
4.
Only 4. Ugh. And it was such a skinny little area that he needed to cover, but you have to have a full board that you cut it to fit. So anyway, our friends, Debbie and Tom, the reason we picked this floor was because I had been at her house and so they had 4 boards.
Yeah, that worked out so nice.
It did. All right. As I said earlier, doing the dishes in the bathroom while you're doing your kitchen reno is a pain.
Oh my gosh, I hated it.
If it's possible for you to set up something that's semi-permanent, like if you have a laundry room where you can kind of make a makeshift kitchen sink, do that. Or if you have a spare bathroom where you can go, okay, this is where we're going to do all the dishes. In Catherine's case, her house only has 1 bathroom, so she had no choice.
That's true, but I did use a lot of disposable products.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to do that.
Right, because then you don't have to. All right, final, so that's the end of my pros and cons, but I just have a couple of bonus things that I thought would be helpful mentions. Amazon is great for curtains and curtain rods, and little accessories, like I ordered my anchor hocking flower bin that you gave to your daughter over your best friend. Amazon is just great, and you can compare pricing and stuff. I found a super thin rug at Meijer.
Oh, yeah. I shop there a lot.
Because we had to add flooring, we also added thickness, which meant the door won't swing.
Right.
Did you notice the rug as you come in the back door? That's from Meijer.
Yeah.
And it's so thin. And it stays put. The door does not grab it and yank it around.
Those are really popular now.
All right. So check your local grocery stores, Meijer, whatever. Use AI to help you make decisions. I don't know if everybody knows this, but you can take a photo of your space and then you put it into Chat GPT and you say, hey, Chat, would you show me this in a different
color or whatever? We did that too. I forgot to say that. Yeah.
It will help you make decisions because sometimes you can't visualize. Chat will help you visualize.
Yeah.
Okay. Because when we were picking our cabinets, at first we were going to go with the navy blue, which you did. And then we switched to white, which is the total opposite, right? And then we ended up with wood cabinets because when we went into the showroom, we saw everything together. And I just said, I want that. I want those cabinets with that backsplash, with that countertop. And we just bought the whole thing. Another little tip I think that we know is paint is inexpensive. Okay, so if you want to do a transformation in your kitchen, but your budget is super tight, consider paint making a big impact. Paint the walls, paint the cabinets, whatever. One of my favorite colors of paint right now is Sherwin-Williams Greek Villa. It's a warm white, and it's very calming.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're a fan of neutral colors, that would be a great one to look at. Also, I would say make a list of everything that you want in your kitchen, of all the little accessories and such, and keep it in your phone or whatever, and then thrift shop. Go to Goodwill, go to resale stores.
Go to places like my booth.
Yeah.
And antique places. They have a lot. Nowadays, it's not just antiques. You'll find, a mix of things in most antique places.
Yeah.
Yeah. My booth is at Indian Oaks, if you're in the area. Indian Oaks Antique Mall. I've got a lot of really good stuff.
Oh, you do. And Cathrine is an expert curator of vintage things.
Thank you. I think so too.
Yeah, I've seen her at Goodwill like scouring through the dishes, and then she finds something that's really amazing. All right, final little tip is that, a kitchen remodel is a big pain in the butt, but it's a high value. Mm-hmm. It's a high value for you because you spend a lot of time in the kitchen. It's the heart of the home. But it gives you a return on your investment, because when you go to sell your home, a kitchen remodel can bring you, depending on the area and depending on what you do, it can bring you up to 50 to 80% return on investment.
Yeah. Right.
So that's high.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, you might be investing thousands of dollars in it right now, but you're going to get to enjoy it. You're going to get the convenience of it, all of that. And then when you go to sell your home, hopefully you're going to get at least 50% of that investment return.
Right. That's one of the things we had in mind, because when you open our front door, that's one of the first things you see is our kitchen. And it's a wow factor.
It is.
I mean, it's just...
Your kitchen looks so much bigger. It is not bigger. But it looks so much bigger.
Everybody says that. I mean, it's incredible.
I know. Oh, tell them what happened to your window.
Yeah, I was going to do that. We also got all new windows throughout the house. Our windows were really, they were pretty bad. But now, so we got all new windows, and they are really good windows. And Kenny and I, Sunday night, it was after everybody left. So we had small groups, our church small groups. We hosted it at our house. And after everybody left, Kenny and I were sitting in the back room, and we were watching TV, and we heard this pop. And I thought, both of us heard it. That? Well, at the time, we kind of thought it was the ice maker, in the fridge, because that does make noise. But anyway, yesterday, I went to the sink, and I'm looking out the window. I'm like, what is that? And I thought it was a weed in the window. It's a crack. Yeah. Somehow we got a crack in the window, and it's on the inside. So I called the people who we got the windows from, and I mean, they are extremely reputable, and they, like I said, very, very good windows, and they're stumped. And so we're kind of thinking maybe it was stressed when the installers put it in, and then just something happened. But anyway, they're going to replace it, and all I had to do was take a picture. There are stickers in areas where you can't see them on the inside frame of the window. Anyway, I had to contort my body to find this sticker, send a picture of it, and they're going to replace it.
Good.
Yeah. So... I was going to say too, when you were talking about your corner cabinets, another thing, we sat down with, her name's Stephanie, and we went over everything. Yeah. One thing I didn't catch though was your corner cabinet, your above one, it opens, it's just one single door. And I like that. Okay. And so that also means your shelving comes all the way to the edge.
Right. What does yours do?
Ours is a bifold. So my corner cabinet, the above and below, I think, definitely the above one, it's a bifold on the angle. Right. And so it's just I would like to just have one single door and just open it like that, Yeah. But this is a bifold, and so it kind of, I don't know, it's just awkwardish.
Yeah, and you would have had a whole different configuration, because our cabinets don't go to the corner. It's flat.
Right.
So
yeah.
you have to have a bifold.
Wait, I do?
Yeah.
Well, it's just the shelving inside would have been different. That's all.
No, your door, you couldn't have, you'll see when you go out, I'll show you. Ours kind of goes at a diagonal to the corner. So there's dead space in that corner behind our cabinets.
Oh, you have dead space?
Not in the cabinet, but there's dead space behind the cabinet. You know what I mean?
Oh. I think I do see what you mean. Yeah, we don't have that.
It's just a corner problem. Like anytime you have the corners, you're always going to have that issue of, okay, what are you going to do with this space and how are you going to access it?
Yeah. So, okay, I see what you're saying. So ours does go all, like the cabinet housing goes all the way back, but then there's a niche in the front.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you have to have the bifold.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't have a door like mine.
Huh.
Anyway,
right.
Long story short. Okay, so Catherine, share with our friends the interweb stuff that you found.
Yeah, I'll just go quickly. So we did talk a little bit already about layout and functionality. Work zones instead of old work triangle. So it says modern kitchens often have baking zones, prep zones, coffee stations.
I love it.
Yeah, and even kids' snack areas. It does recommend wide walkways, and it says at least 42 inches around islands for comfortable flow.
Right.
Which is kind of what I was talking about.
Right, because you got to imagine your kitchen with people in it. Yeah. There's going to be people in it.
Right. And then, no. Yeah, never mind what I was going to say.
It's okay.
Drawers over cabinets for base storage. Deep drawer. I love this. Deep drawers for pots and pans are life-changing.
Yeah.
So we happen to keep our pots and pans in the corner thing, and it's just easy. I just swing the Lazy Susan. But we do now have deep drawers for, like, just bigger things. I love it.
Yeah. The deep drawers,
oh my gosh.
That's what Angie swears by is the deep drawers. And that's our friend her husband is a cabinet maker.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have any lower cabinets that have doors. She always goes for the drawers, and it is great.
Yeah.
If
we
you
had
can
that in
swing
our
it,
old
do
house,
it.
too. I loved it.
Yep.
Okay. Number 2, wiring and lighting. Layered lighting. So recessed overhead. Kenny insisted on that. I was like, we don't have to. We can cut back. I'm so glad he did that.
Yeah.
Under cabinet, the LED strips, they can do it now in warm light, which I love.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, so, and we have it also on the inside of one of our cabinets has glass doors.
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, and here it says interior cabinet lighting for glass or display. Pendant lights that aren't too big for the space. So we, oh my goodness, we ordered and returned so many different pendant lights.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't want them to be too big because it's just going to look goofy.
Yeah. But it looks beautiful the way you have it.
Thank you. Add extra outlets, especially for appliances, coffee stations, and inside a pantry. Kenny did all of that before we even saw the advice, and I love that too. Cabinet. So number 3, cabinetry. Full overlay cabinets for a clean, modern look. Soft close everything.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I love that. Plywood boxes, meaning the cabinet housing for longevity. You don't want particle board. You know what I love too?
What?
Our cabinets are made in the USA.
Oh, praise God.
That was really important to me.
Yeah, ours too, because we went to the same place.
Yeah. Now this says consider a light neutral color like a warm white, grayish, soft taupe. They age well. I really went back and forth because Kenny and I loved the dark navy blue, which is what we ended up with. But I was worried that over time it would really date it. And our cabinet expert person, she said they're all going to date.
Right.
All of them.
Everything does.
Because the look of now won't be the look of even if you go with a certain wood.
Oh, for sure.
She did say that white is still going strong, and it's been strong for decades. So when we were going to do white, but then I was like, I'm just going to do,
Yeah, just do what you want.
Yeah, and it says here, if you love color, use it on the island instead of the perimeter for easier future changes. But like I said, we went with what we loved.
Yeah.
Countertops. Quartz remains the best mix of beauty, durability, and maintenance-free living. If you're choosing marble, pick dolomite or quartzite for similar looks with better durability. Avoid sharp corners. I didn't realize how many different radiuses you could get when picking a counter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Backsplash. Full height slab backsplashes look high end and are easy to clean. If tile, use something timeless like a subway with interesting dimension. And then it says like zealage, which I don't know what that is, so whatever.
Yeah, backsplash there's so many options. That's again where you get into all these decisions.
I know, it's so permanent. I know.
It's very hard to make decisions.
Yeah. Classic marble mosaics. Use light grout only if sealed well. I think that's really good advice too. Because, you're going to get all kinds of food splashing on it.
Yeah.
Appliances. Go for mid-high quality over commercial unless you truly cook like a shelf.
A chef.
A chef.
Not a shelf.
Not a shelf.
You're funny.
Oh, gosh. Let's see.
What else?
Panel-ready dishwashers and fridges offer a seamless look.
Yeah, you can get those through your cabinet maker, but they're expensive, so.
Yeah, and it says induction cooktops, which is what you have,
right,
are becoming a favorite for these reasons: safety, energy efficiency, and cleanability.
Love it. I love it all.
Yeah. Flooring, engineered hardwood or luxury vinyl plank for durability. I'm getting these goofy things. Avoid dark color floors. They show every crumb.
They do.
Yeah, I remember.
And white hair.
Yeah.
Like I have.
Yeah. Oh, hardware and fixtures. Still trending. Brushed brass. I love that.
I do too.
Brushed nickel, matte black. I love that too. I love your bathroom.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. We did black in the bathroom.
Yeah. Solid materials such as brass will last longer than painted alloys. I do try to get, especially the interior of a faucet, solid brass. For the faucet, get a single handle pull down, and it recommends some companies, but I'm not going to read all that. Okay, this I love. Okay. Storage features that are worth it. Pull out trash recycling drawer. Oh my gosh.
Love it, especially if you can do a double.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Spice pullouts near the range, which we talked about that a little bit. We didn't get that, but I want to add that on the inside of the door, the cabinet door, because
there's so many accessories that you can do after the
aftermarket
fact.
stuff.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, I love this too. Cookie sheet vertical dividers. Got that. Pantry with drawers or roll-out shelves. I love that. We don't have that, but that is awesome.
It's nice if you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. An appliance garage for mixers or coffee makers, and deep pot drawers. Really quickly, things to stay away from. These date quickly, it says. Two-tone patterned countertops, busy backsplashes, colored appliances, unless you're fully committed. Open shelving everywhere. One or two is fine. Too many become dusty and impractical.
Yeah.
You don't want cheap cabinet boxes. We talked about that already. Overlay large islands. A giant island that disrupts flow is too wide to clean comfortably. So something over 5 feet deep becomes a frustration. I kind of think, who cares? If you have room for it, go for it.
Yeah.
Too many different finishes. Stick to 2 to 3 finishes max. Don't do brass hardware, stainless steel, nickel plumbing.
Yeah, all the things.
Yeah. I do know that black and gold is very in right now. And that's what Maui's have. It looks awesome. Mm-hmm. I love it. Cooktops in islands with overhead vents. So when you do that, it causes grease spray on the seating, tough ventilation. It breaks up the main workspace. I'll say this, though. Christy and Joe's, they have that where the cooktop is right there. It looks amazing, and I know that they don't get grease all over.
I have been the beneficiary of sitting on those little stools at their house
yeah.
when Joe is making us breakfast.
Yes,
when we have
I know.
when
I
we
love
have a
that.
sleepover
Or
with
dinner.
Christy.
Yeah.
And so it's so convenient. He just makes it and then hands it right to you.
I love that. And it looks amazing. Christy designed all of that.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks really good. High maintenance materials without committing. Marble if you don't want etching or ongoing sealing. Polished nickel fixtures if you don't, if fingerprints bother you.
Yeah.
But you can, it says that, but I know that you can get the certain like golds and finishes that don't leave the fingerprints. I can't stand, or the water spots.
When you get your grandbaby, you are not going to care. You're going to be so happy with those little fingerprints coming on over.
Aww.
Catherine and I are both going to become first-time grandmas this next year. So mine's coming in February. Yeah. Praise God. We're having a little grandson.
Right.
Another boy.
June. And hopefully Ellie's friend doesn't listen to us because
right. Sorry.
She doesn't know yet.
I'm sure she doesn't. Listen. Anyway.
I don't know.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Oops. Edit that out. Sorry, y'all. She has to hurry up and tell these people.
I know. I told her that too. I think one more week because she's going to see her around Thanksgiving.
Oh, so. Okay, good.
All right. Again, lighting that's too trendy or oversized. Huge lantern pendants or orb lights can overwhelm and date the kitchen. Okay, that's
all right. Well,
most
up-to-date does and don'ts.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's transition into our scripture. We have for you today Isaiah. We have gone over the scripture in the past. I love it. Isaiah chapter 43, verse 19 says this, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." So if you're living with a kitchen that's from the 70s or from the 60s or
90s,
right, just know that God is doing something new and you can enjoy the process. It's a journey of transformation.
Yes. Anytime I transform anything, like an old piece of furniture, I always think of that. And also, I think it's 1 Corinthians or 2nd, 5:17. That the old is gone, the new has come.
Yep.
I love that.
It's a beautiful truth. All right. And a call to action is if you are doing a kitchen remodel, create a budget and do your best to stick to it. You might have to make some sacrifices, but you know what? You have a lot of options out there.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, friends. Well, you've been listening to the Life Happens, Laugh Anyway podcast. I'm still comedian Tracy DeGraff.
I'm still Cathrine.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.